All right, I'd like to call our meeting to order. I would like to recognize Kathy Bowes as an alternate seating tonight. And I guess we'll start with opening our public hearing on case 17006 VA. Application from Adam Ruzic requesting a variance from Article 2, Section C.2 of the zoning ordinance to permit construction of a deck 6 feet from the property line where 20 feet is required. Property is located at 22 Robin Hood Drive in Nottingham, identified as tax map 24, lot 96. I guess I don't have to give too many instructions to the crowd, so if you'd like to go first.
Good evening, board members. My name is Adam Ruzic. You said I reside at 22 Robin Hood Drive. I'm here tonight to see if I could seek a variance to construct a 6 by 26 foot front deck on the front of my home. The reason I'm here tonight is because my home was built on a my home is a non-conforming lot as it is. My property line is 6 feet away from the corner of my home, and I would like to put a farmer's porch on the front of the house, extending the full front of the house with the exception of the garage that's on the right-hand side. Granting the variance would not be contrary to the public interest because the proposed use does not alter the characters of the neighborhood. The size, style, and materials that I will be using are equivalent to the existing homes in the neighborhood. Granting the variance would do substantial justice because the proposed use is to add a deck and front steps on the front of the house. A front deck and steps is a desirable characteristic for many of the homes in the neighborhood. If the variance is granted, the values of the surrounding properties will not be diminished. Adding a front deck and steps to the front of the home will make the home more presentable from the street and bring the property value of the home up and maybe increase the property value of the surrounding homes. Unnecessary hardships. The home was built within 6 feet of the existing left of the lot line, therefore the existing home is in conflict of the 20-foot minimum setback requirements. I believe that the proposed use is a reasonable one. Having a front porch and steps is not uncommon in my neighborhood nor any other neighborhoods really in our area. So tonight I am seeking a variance for that following issue.
Any questions from the board?
I don't have any. Thank you for your maps. They're good.
You're welcome.
Yes, Bob?
Very helpful.
So, can I just ask you, you're asking for a variance to the sideline setback?
Correct, on the
You
right
have
hand.
plenty of front line?
Yes.
Yes, okay. That's what it looked like, but I just wanted to be sure.
It's just a vacant lot right now next door to you anyways.
That is correct.
Do you know who owns that, or?
Off the top of my head, is it Mark Rashad, I believe is his name?
Sicard, it looks.
Sicard.
Oh, so that's a vacant lot next to you.
Yes,
Are you on the water? Is your house on the water?
correct.
So the water's behind your house?
Yes.
And do you know how far from the water you are? Not that.
About 212 feet approximately.
You have a big setback there.
Yes.
I do have a question. Do you have plans for gutters, rain barrel, that type of thing? Whereas you're adding, or taking away, I should say, ground that would be getting runoff from your house?
No, I don't have any plans for gutters. The runoff for my house will be redirected towards the left of my leach field / my dirt driveway area,
Away from the lake, then?
away from the lake.
Okay. How is it going to be directed there if you don't have gutters?
I don't, well, when you said plans, I thought you meant drawings. But if you mean plans, I assume, yes, I am gonna do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would be my only concern is, washout from the gutter going right down. I don't know the lay of the land right next to the house.
So if you're looking at the house on the left-hand side, it slopes down dramatically, and that's because there's a lot there that's, nobody has a house on, nobody's leveled it out yet. So my plan is to redirect it towards the right, where there's, from the front of the house to the back, there's about 24 feet of flat land before the slope starts downhill. So as long as I push it forward, I don't believe that it's gonna come down towards that slope, because I have about that 20 feet before that water starts to head down that way.
Well, wouldn't that be towards your garage? And
It would be towards my garage, yeah.
that's not a problem for you?
No, not at this time.
All right,
I have another question, Mr. Chairman.
certainly.
Can I ask Joanna if the board has received any letters from any of the abutters, because there are none present here tonight?
No letters or comments or phone calls, nothing.
So nobody's registering an objection to this plan?
Anybody else? Comments, questions?
I don't see any public hazard.
No?
Kathy, anything?
No questions.
Good.
Yeah,
Do you want a motion?
sure.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the variance request for case 17-006-BA from Adam Russick for relief from Article 2, Section C2 of the zoning ordinance.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous?
Okay.
There's a 30-day appeal window?
Yes,
All right,
all right.
excellent.
Do I have to apply for the building permit? Do I have to wait till after that 30 days? Or can I apply for the permit while that 30 days is pending?
You can apply, the chairman is just letting you know that if somebody were to object or appeal and win, you might be out a little money.
Okay.
For your
the odds
building
of that-
permit. Right, since
It's
none of the
entirely up to you.
neighbors have been here, I doubt, and made any
If you
comments.
think the risk is reasonable, you can,
Okay,
Yeah,
entirely your choice.
okay. Well, thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Everybody have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you for coming in.
I'd like to close the public hearing on case 17-006 VA. And then open public meeting. You guys want to do meeting minutes first, or?
Sure.
May 16th?
They're around here somewhere.
Are they in our binders, Joanna?
No.
Meeting minutes? They're not in the binder. No, they were just online.
Sent them to everybody.
Correct.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of May 16th and May 30th, 2017, as written.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You weren't
Abstain?
I didn't read that, so I'm abstaining.
One
I
abstain?
didn't see that.
Aye.
Oh, so 4 and 1 abstain. She sent us the hot link and it was right on the webpage.
Of all this other stuff?
The meeting minutes. This too.
Okay. You know me in technology.
I do. I'll start reminding you more.
That's called email.
I saw all of this stuff, but I don't remember reading the minutes or even seeing them. That's all right.
Yeah. Okay, so has anybody thought about zoning ordinance changes? I know our last major one was 2 years ago probably, when we removed the 50-foot sideline setbacks, I think, for garages and sheds, and that's cut down on our foot traffic.
Right.
I haven't seen any other glaring
No.
issues.
No, and I think, I mean, leaving the non-conforming lot stuff to come before us is appropriate, and there's really no workarounds for that at all, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, we can't get out of every meeting.
Right. Well, we want to be aware of what's happening too, right?
Exactly, yeah. All right, so no zoning ordinance changes. Do you guys want to have a joint planning board meeting? Or since there's no changes, do you guys feel that that's not fully necessary?
Well, we don't know if they're planning changes. Do
Is
we?
the planning board promoting any changes, or?
I mean, they're the ones who put the changes forth?
There's been some chatter about, what is it, the one that we talked about? The light ordinance, it depends on if we get that person in.
I thought the dark skies was going to be tabled for a while yet. We were discussing scenic roads, but
Yeah, you can
that won't go before this.
It doesn't appear that anything's gonna happen right now. The impact fees is the biggest thing that's on the
Right.
ballot right now, which we talked about.
Right.
And we will be having an impact fee hearing at the end of the month.
Don't we already have impact fees?
We do.
Are we discussing eliminating them?
No, you have to keep revisiting
Oh,
them,
you
and
have-
you have to accept the fee schedule on a regular basis.
Okay, so it has to somehow jive with your capital improvement plan and
Right,
master plan and all of that stuff.
Right.
right.
So I suppose that's worth participating in.
Sure.
But that's at the end of the month, if you guys want to come to that. That's an open public hearing on it.
So there's nothing gonna happen on the lighting ordinance this year?
I don't think so.
No, besides possibly a, meeting with Jesse from Carlson, right?
I don't remember his last, some senior that did a project on it,
Student.
student.
Okay. So I propose that we do not have a joint meeting unless the planning board requests it. If they say, hey, we want you to come talk about this, then we're open to that.
Okay.
How's that? Since there's no burning need this year.
And while we're on that subject, I think I forgot to tell you that I'll be gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, you did forget to tell me.
I told you?
Yeah, you sent it in an email. I even saw that.
Fabulous.
Thank you for making sure that we heard it though.
So you'll probably be away for the, public hearing on the,
Yes, if it's at the end of October,
It
I'll
is.
be gone
yeah,
from the 19th until about November 4th.
November, yeah, so you'll miss that meeting.
I haven't booked my flight home yet, but.
All right, so the other item on our agenda is Bonnie found this application rules and guidelines from the ZBA in Londonderry. And I talked to Joanna and we didn't, we have a lot of good stuff online now. It's changed a lot.
Yes, that's good.
We don't have anything similar to this.
No, I sent you what we have,
Right,
and it's definitely not as clear cut.
right.
I do like that it also kind of explains what
What they need to
what the
do.
questions are for a variance. 'Cause
Because
it
a lot of
seems-
people don't know, you know, they
Right.
come in, like, they just want a little porch. They don't really need to hire an engineer to do it,
Right.
so
Fortunately, this gentleman does this for a living, so.
he does, he's very good.
That's why his maps were so good.
But
Got
somebody
it.
else might appreciate getting a packet like this, where everything's spelled out. 'Cause it would help them to understand the process better and what they actually need to demonstrate in order for us to approve their request.
I got a question for you, though. It says here that the person applying is responsible for getting the abutters listing.
That's true currently in our town.
Yes.
Oh, so, but is everybody aware that your abutter is even people that live across a street from?
No, I always have to check the abutters, and more often than not, I actually will help them get it when they come in, unless they're unfamiliar with how to do it. I mean, unless they are familiar with how to do it.
Most aren't.
So I noticed in this packet that this particular town, you can do it right on the town website.
You can.
Does ours do that too?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, the tax maps are now online.
Right, I know that, and so that, but finding the abutters, it's like part of the software, right? It just spits them out. So that would like save you some time, you might have to check them, but at least,
Right, what I usually do, if they are familiar with how to do it, I print out my own, and then I compare to make sure.
right,
But if you were to have asked me who my abutters were, I would have said 117 and then,
right.
what's
But
space?
the software knows.
And that's it. But I wouldn't have even thought years ago to go to a software program and look, find out that I have like 20 abutters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there are many people that don't realize across the street counts.
Yeah, and even down the other street, because,
And across the river, if it's non-navigable.
If it's what?
If it's not navigable,
Like the Stingy River?
like the North River.
Which is
The
my
people on
river.
the other side of the river from me are abut me because my land goes to the middle of the river, and so does theirs, to the thread of the stream. Like that. But if it's a navigable river, I think, I'm not sure if they are or not actually.
I don't know.
Well, the across the street thing, it's just directly across the street, isn't it?
Yes.
Unless
Or is it
unless your
where
lot straddles.
lot line is,
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
It could straddle two,
or
yeah,
three.
yeah.
but like, a navigable river does create a
A
subdivision.
boundary,
A boundary.
yeah.
But a non-navigable river does not. So if my land went on both sides of the river, on the North River, it would be one parcel. But if it were a navigable river, it would be two.
So, has everybody had a chance to look at this
Only a little bit. now.
briefly?
Mhm.
So I guess in terms of making something like this our own, we'd have to go through it, check the fees, check the positions in town, those kinds of things.
And maybe run it by our attorney,
Oh yeah, when we're done.
yeah,
Yep.
before implementing it.
You know, any of the hours stuff, obviously addresses.
I would definitely go through it with a fine tooth comb and make sure that it becomes ours and not,
Yeah, put Nottingham up here.
What's that?
Put our seal up here.
you know what, I'll contemplate that one.
The eagle's kind of pretty.
So is that something we should form a subcommittee to work with you on, or is that something that you have time to do in your day?
No, she doesn't.
I didn't think so.
Really don't right now.
No, I didn't think so.
That's hopefully gonna change by the beginning of November. We have two people they're looking at for the building inspector position, so that'll change a little bit for me.
Motion to table this until November? No,
Why
I'm just
don't-
kidding.
Why don't we each take it home and look at it and come
Yeah.
back again and to discuss it?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, how about everybody can highlight what they see that needs to be changed and or struck, you know, like if it's,
Like they meet at the same time we do.
yeah,
Right.
Should we take it out of these binders, or is that?
absolutely. And
Yeah.
if
We don't
you
meet
find
every-
you wanna pick up,
We don't meet every third Wednesday of the month, stuff like that.
right, if we meet as.
Would it be easier for us to do this electronically, or highlight a hard copy and hand it to you?
Highlight a hard copy and hand it to me.
Okay.
So we can take these home.
Absolutely.
We all have
Anything
homework.
advisory to take home.
Take this out.
Just don't take your binder home.
Nope. I know.
Yeah, town property.
All right, and so we'll just hand that to you the next time we meet?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Well, then, we should discuss it too, though, to see if there's, we want to totally adopt it and all that other stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, after we've edited it.
Okay, yeah,
There'll probably be at least 2 more meetings on this.
okay.
Do we wanna schedule a meeting definitely then, since I don't see any applications coming in for a while yet? Is that the
You
date?
you may.
Do you guys want to do something second week of November? That's before the holidays and,
Before the bad snow,
right.
usually.
So the only downfall to doing it the second week of November is it makes it a double meeting for you and I know.
You get planning board that week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a planning board.
Do you want to make it the
meeting
third
next
week? I mean,
Thursday. That would make it nicer for her and I, but it doesn't mean that we have to do that.
What's the date of the third Tuesday?
The third Tuesday is the
21st.
14th.
Oh, that's still pretty early.
Well, the third?
That's good.
the third
I won't be back.
Thursday is the 14th, so that works for me.
Wait,
That's,
November
Sorry, actually,
Tuesday is the 14th, yeah,
yeah,
the 21st.
or the 21st.
21st.
It depends on how you look at it. Yeah.
well, 21st is awful close to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I'd rather shoot for the 14th.
Which
That
is
gives us a
actually the
10-day
second.
window before the holiday.
Okay, so we'll do ZBA meeting, and should be fairly quick anyway, right? We're just discussing this.
Yeah, so everybody bring our hard copies? Or would you prefer to have hard copies well before that? That's coming up pretty quick, actually,
Yeah,
That's a
why don't,
month.
why don't you bring your hard copies
that night.
and, yeah, and then we
Can
can
just-
just, if you can scan them and send them to me, fine. And then I can distribute them to the members I have assigned as well.
All right.
But if you can't, you know, one of the ways that, a lot of people are scanning things now is with their cell phones, they take photos of them and then email it. If you're not familiar with
I can do that. I know how to do that.
there are actually.
I was sending my
scan
dogs
apps
around.
Oh, yeah.
that-
No, I didn't.
Yes, a lot of students are using them to scan the whiteboards, to
Oh.
take down their notes.
I don't see how you remember the stuff when you take pictures of it.
Thank you. He's a teacher, and I agree with you.
I should shake
Does
my
that mean
head and
that
say,
you
go
don't
ahead, take
normally agree
pictures,
with
but I
teachers,
don't,
Bonnie?
I don't see how that's gonna
So does
help.
that mean you don't normally agree with teachers? He's a
No,
teacher and I agree.
No, I agree with him. I mean, I just retook the real estate exam, which is now reputedly harder than the bar. And I wrote everything, because that's how I learned.
That's how I learned too.
If I took a picture of it, would be like me with the minutes that I didn't find. It'd be somewhere in space, cyberspace.
All right, make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We all have homework. Thank you all for showing up tonight.
Look at all